So, hello. It took 5 months for me to break my New Year's resolution. I didn't upload my May favourites, did I? All my June favourites, so here they are together. I am hot. I have a to-do list as long as my arm. But I thought, no, I'm not going to let this go on any longer. I'm not doing a 3-month favourite video. So here it is for you. This is my May and June favourites. To be fair to me, the June one is on time. But May, very long gone, don't even like half the things on this list anymore. But I'll share with you anyway because we've got to keep up with the times. So, the first favourite of May. Burritos. Specifically, burritos from tortilla. I had maybe 4 or 5 within a couple of weeks. Oh God, they're just so good. I'd never had a burrito before until I had my first one. Oh my God, actually, I won a competition on the tortilla website and they never sent me what I won, so filming this video has reminded me to do that. I'll add that to the to-do list. So my first favourite is burritos. They're so good and oh my God, I've actually eaten too many to the point that I'm not enjoying them at the moment, but I'm sure I'll get back on that bandwagon at some point. My next favourites go together quite nicely, and they are my new bike, Indy. I named her Indy because it's called Indy. And my helmet. Like, actually, when I first bought my helmet, I was really into it and I thought it looked super cool. And now the longer I wear it, the more I'm like, actually, I just look like a massive nerd. But I've been cycling quite a lot. I've been going down to uni on a Friday. I've been cycling from Brighton Station to University of Sussex, which is like 4 miles of slow uphill. So it's been quite hard, but I think I have got fitter for it. And I'm really enjoying cycling at the moment. I'm a very safe cyclist. I've got lights, got a good lock, got a nice bike. It's all good. I don't want Indy to feel left out, so I'll do a little kind of bit here with her in it. Enjoy. Indy. Okay, my next favourite is a website and it's called, correct me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Abe Books. ABE Books. It looks like this. It's where you can buy secondhand books. I bought a load of books for my course at uni and just for general teacher training, but also I've started just ordering secondhand books on there and they're super duper cheap. They arrive really, really quickly and I think it's free postage on like most of the sellers, so I've been using that for books, which has been great because I'm really still enjoying reading. That's an ongoing favourite of mine this year. Next up is cookie dough. You can buy cookie dough from Sainsbury's as like a pre-made pack of cookie dough, and I snuck it into the trolley when I went shopping with mum one week, and I've just been like nibbling away at it, and it was really delicious and like a nice little snack to have when I got in from work. I've always liked cookie dough and I was thrilled to see that they sold it like that, because I know that they always have in America, because you see people like buy cookie dough all the time. Absolutely thrilled, although this is one of my favourites that I actually don't like anymore because I think I ate the whole pack in quite a short amount of time. I didn't feel great after that, so I'll lay off the cookie dough for a while. I think that's probably sensible. Next up, oh my God, is my new fake tan mitt. So I've been fake tanning a bit recently, probably can't tell because I'm still super duper pale, but I have been. I'm still trialing some tans because I haven't found one that I'm like 100% happy with yet, so I'm not going to include the tan. But I decided to invest in a nice mitt because I've always used like the cheapest mitt from like Superdrug or Boots. But I saw this one, I think it was on offer. This is the Bondi Sands one. And it's so soft, it's like silk. And I do think that it goes on so much nicer when you've got a nice mitt, because it's just so smooth and you don't get any streaks and it just goes on really evenly. So I've been loving this. Also you can wash it, so I just rinse it after each use and it just dries overnight. And this has been fabulous and I love it. And I'm looking forward to using this for the rest of summer because I'm bound to just not get any tan, even though it's so hot and I'm actually really sweaty right now. Another food favourite of mine this month has been custard tarts. I think they're also called pastel di nata. Is that right? Baked custard tarts, Portuguese custard tarts. I've been loving them. Every time I see them out and about in the shops, I always buy them all. I have to say, the Co-op bakery ones are the best that I've had so far. Absolutely delicious. Could probably eat 4 in one sitting. Loving custard tarts. Still loving custard tarts, more importantly. And last but not least, on my May favourites is the Lush shampoo bar. Now, I'm trying to save the planet, you know, do my part. And I know that Lush do the naked shampoos. So I thought I would try one. I used to use one when I was maybe 12 and I never really liked it. It was the blue one with the seaweed in it. Anyway, so I decided to go in there and see what they had, and I had a little chat to the guy who was very good at upselling to me. You know how they are in Lush. And he convinced me it's not looking as pretty as it was when I bought it. But to get this, oh my God, it smells so good. This is the shampoo bar with honey. It's a really hydrating one, and they say that it lasts about 100 washes. Mum and I have been using this for the last 2 months and it's still that big, so that's great. I also bought the tin because, you know, you don't want all that sticky residue in the shower. It lathers up really nicely and just makes my hair smell and feel really nice. And also, you don't really need to use conditioner. I do anyway because I've got such long thick hair, but you don't really need to use conditioner. So if you were like traveling, you could just shove that in your bag and you'd be done for shampoo, and it wouldn't count towards your liquids, so that is a win-win. And then we have the May book roundup. So I don't know if I mentioned this in my last favourites, but I read this book called Lullaby. It's quite small. I'll be honest, I didn't really enjoy this. I didn't really know where it was going. I don't understand the characters, and it just stopped so abruptly that I was like, where is the rest of the book? So wasn't the biggest fan of this, probably wouldn't recommend it. I then read this book called We Were Liars. Really enjoyed this, again quite a small one, good storyline, didn't know where it was going, so it was quite a good twist, and this was lent to me by my neighbour, so I must return that. Oh, that one was also lent to me by the neighbour. And then, this is one of the books I got on Abe Books actually. This is what I'm reading at the moment. It's called The Cactus. Oh no, this is not what I'm reading at the moment. No, this is not what I'm reading at the moment. I finished this one. This took me a really long time to read. I've been quite busy recently and I haven't had much time for reading. So it took me quite a while to get through this, but I did really enjoy it, and it's just quite a nice storyline, although I've already forgotten what happens, but I mean, this was alright. I was happy to finish it. It was a nice one. So that's the book update for May. And then moving swiftly on to June. I didn't have many favourites in June, I'll be honest, because I've mainly had one big one that I'm just like squeezing the life out of, and that is the film Rocket Man. Oh my god! I went to see it twice within the space of a week. In fact, within the space of like 3 days. I went the first time with Elliot, and then I went again with Dad. I enjoyed the film even more the second time round, and what I enjoyed more than the film itself was Taron Egerton. I've been really feeling for Elliot this month, if I'm honest, because I haven't stopped talking about Taron Egerton for the last 30 days. If you know me personally, or you've been watching my channel for a while, you may know that I get quite influenced quite easily, and when I like something, I latch onto it and I obsess over it quite a lot. So I'm currently really obsessed with Elton John. I bought his Best Of album, which I've been listening to in the car, and I'm not lying when I say that I have not gone a car journey without listening to this since I got it about 3 weeks ago. What's my favourite song, you ask? Oh, well, I'll let you know. Probably Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting. That's probably my most played, especially in the car because I sing along. The Bitch Is Back, Honky Cat, and then obviously Rocket Man. Oh. Benny and the Jets. Oh, so good. Elton John and Rocket Man and Taron Egerton have been my main favourite. And then following on from that, I've been buying myself a load of sunglasses because Elton. So the first pair I got were these. Oh, they're absolutely filthy, but you get the gist. These were from ASOS and they're actually in the sale for £3.50. Everybody at work is not a fan of these, but Elliot, this is Elliot's favourite, so I quite like these a lot. The world is much sunnier with these on. It's all very yellow and tanned and bright, so that's nice. And then the second pair that I got were from Skinny Dip. I've been eyeing these up for a while actually, and the day I went to buy them, they'd gone into the sale, so 2 out of 2 ain't bad. These are the Skinny Dip ones. They are like a cat eye shape and they're covered in glitter. I've worn these a couple of times and I really like these ones as well, although I'm not sure that this shape really suits my face, but don't mind, love them anyway. And the third and final pair of glasses that I've been loving in June are these. These are probably my favourites that I've got recently. These were from Turkey. They are fake Gucci glasses, I'll be honest. In fact, I think Elton John actually has the real Gucci version of these. But if you look at a photo, here's a photo of them. They are very similar and I'm very impressed. And Mum went to Turkey and she managed to find them in a market for me. So I was thrilled with those. And more to come. I don't know, I'll just keep ordering maybe like a pair a week and we'll see how the collection builds and how long I'm obsessed with Taron for and Elton. Okay. Oh, next is my new concealer. I got this from the airport on the way to Lake Como because I needed a concealer and they didn't have the one I usually use. I'll be honest, I don't like the application of this. I find like the brush really annoying, but I think the product itself is really nice. The colour, like it colour matches automatically. Oh, I haven't even told you what it is. This is Rimmel Match Perfect Skin Tone Adapting Concealer. looks like this. So at the moment, because it's summer and I don't like to wear a lot of makeup, I've literally been wearing this like under my eyes and on my body chin, and then just mascara, and that's all. Oh, my next favourite I should have done straight after the sunglasses, if I'm honest, but it's earrings. I'm going like all out with the accessories at the moment. So the first pair of earrings I got were these ones. They are a very dark green and they're a bit like marbled. These were 50p from Primark in the sale, couldn't believe it. The next ones I got are these. I'm gonna have to do that proper vloggy thing, aren't I? Excuse my wrinkly hands. But the next ones I got were these. These were actually from Sainsbury's. I think they were like £6 and they're really cute. These ones I actually featured in a previous favourites, but they are from New Look and they're just in my earring collection, so I thought I'd share them again for you. And then I got two pairs from Skinny Dip, one of which look like these. They're cute and lilac and I love them. And last but not least, these are also from Skinny Dip. These are a bit wild, I'll be honest. They're very badly made, poor quality, but super duper funky. And they are these pink glittery earrings, which, to be honest, I'm quite obsessed with. Mum hates them, but you know, always be jazzy. And then last but not least, before I get onto the June books, my last favourite is something called Park Run. So, Park Run is an organisation where they set up a 5k run every Saturday morning. All over the country I think they do this in all sorts of parks. So I live in Haywards Heath and my nearest one is Clare Park, which by the way is notoriously a hard course because there's lots of uphill. Anyway, they start at 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning and anyone can turn up. It's completely free. You just kind of register online and they give you a barcode. You go and run the 5k and then they scan your barcode and they give you a time and they email you your time. And it's just a really nice way to kick off your weekend actually. I'm also training for a half marathon and potentially the marathon, so I thought I'd kind of start getting my weekly runs up. And I've been loving Park Run. I'm going to try a few of the different tracks. So I think there's one in Uckfield and Burgess Hill I'm going to try. If you're interested, I did my first 5k in 32 minutes I think it was. I was actually extremely hungover. I crawled out of bed and walked to the park and it was quite funny. So I stood there basically dying and wasn't enjoying life. And the guy organising said, is anybody new to Park Run? And I thought, you know, there's going to be loads of us, of course there is. So I kind of stood there like half asleep, like, yeah, me. And I was the only person. So he was like, everybody, a round of applause for her. And everyone's looking at me and clapping. I was like, please don't draw any attention to this. This is awful. Anyway, I sweated out all the night before and I felt great for it. So I'm going to keep going to park runs. I've been really enjoying that. Last but not least is my book of June and it is called The Wife Between Us. This was lent to me by one of the mums of the students at the school I work at. I'm really enjoying this. I've been reading it before bed every night. I'm not that far in, as you can see, but a lot has happened in that short space of time. So I have high hopes for this and I think it's going to be a really good book. So I guess in the July favourites, you'll see my review of this. Did I take a breath that whole video? Those are my favourites of May and June. Thank you for watching. Sorry they were late. I'll try and get back on track. New Year's resolution failed. But let's be honest, who does their New Year's resolutions? Am I right? Who can even remember what they are? Am I right? Thank you for watching. I'll see you next month.